You know how most horror movies start off with an urban legend that somebody ignores Black Girl and get into some trouble, and that's when they something that they don't understand that scares them. And I think that's the whole point. That's the plot about life. It's to avoid being scared, not understanding things, but learning about where you are, what land you're walking on, knowing the story, the history, and avoiding those snafus that get people in trouble in the horror films. So yesterday I did a backpacking instructing course, or kind of helped out over at Burnham Adventures, and we're just gearing up people for their High Sierras trip that they do every year. That's the one that I've done a couple times already. The next day, I'm on the Windy Gap Trail about to catch the PCT, and I'm gonna climb a couple of mountains and then end up at Baden Powell. I'm gonna come back to Little Jimmy Camp, and then I'm gonna do Mount Islip. So we'll see if I stick to the plan or not.
Up above the bustling city of Los Angeles sits a wild wonder that holds the most amazing views in the county. Dense chaparral shrub forests with oak woodlands, which change to pine and fir-covered slopes in higher elevations. The Angeles National Forest, established in 1908, is located in the San Gabriel Mountains and Sierra Paloma Mountains. The forest also manages the majority of the San Gabriel Mountains National Monument, which was established in 2014. While primarily within Los Angeles County, a small portion actually extends eastward into southwestern San Bernardino County in the Mount San Antonio or Mount Baldy area, and a tiny section also extends westward into northeastern Ventura County in the Lake Piru area. This was the area where the Gabrielino Tomba people, the indigenous inhabitants of the Angeles National Forest region, lived and still live, and who have evidence from radiocarbon dating back over 7,600 years. This forest is also home to black bears, which I saw tearing through trash, gray foxes, bobcats, mountain lions, mule deer, which stared me down in the forest, bighorn sheep, rattlesnakes, and coyotes whose poop was all over the place. I ended up exploring a section of the Silver Moccasin Trail. It's a 53-mile trail that begins at Chantrey Flat Recreation Area and connects Mount Baden Powell, Mount Burnham, Throop Peak, and Mount Hawkins, and descends to Vincent Gap on the Angeles Crest Highway near Wrightwood. I started my hike at the Windy Gap trailhead near the Crystal Lake Campground, hopped on the Pacific Crest Trail, which runs from the border of the US and Mexico to Canada, and visited Mount Baden Powell, then Mount Burnham, Throop Peak, Mount Hawkins, and then Mount Islip after seeing Crystal Lake. On a clear day, Mount Islip provides impressive views of the Mojave Desert, the Los Angeles Basin, Santa Catalina Island, and San Clemente Island.
About 9 miles in, 5 hours into the whole day. I think it's before 1.
I ran into a backpacker with an Australian accent and asked if she was doing the entire PCT, and she said she was attempting to complete it. I eventually clocked in at about 25 miles when I finished hiking. It was really windy when I hiked Mount Islip, so I stayed up there for less than 5 minutes. It was a fun challenge overall. There were perfect conditions the first day, and it was still beautiful the second. Definitely had enough time to finish it all in one day, but I was determined to sleep out and backpack this weekend. I'll have to come back later to explore more of the forest and to hike to the tops of other mountains.
In Crystal Lake yesterday, I'm up at Islip today. It's super windy. Wish I would have just done it yesterday. Really cold last night, but we did it. It's crazy because I did this Mount Islip from the Ridge Trail, in snow and snow and ice, and I felt warmer than the wind that just blew straight through my bones on this day. But I mean, it was still beautiful. I enjoyed myself. I did all the above, got to see everything, explored the entire area. But thanks for watching.